podcast.
Welcome to MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins. I'm your host, Spencer Neuharth, and today we're joined by Steve, Janis, Randall, Seth, Tressa, and Nate. This is a 10-round quiz show with questions from MeatEater's 4 verticals, which are hunting, fishing, conservation, and cooking. And there's a prize. MeatEater will donate $500 to the conservation organization of the winner's choosing. Steve back on trivia after a long hiatus. Steve, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man.
How was Africa? After
Dude, it was
spending
great.
2 weeks on another continent, do you think you're going to do better?
I was
or
there a
worse?
month. I cut my fingernails twice while I was gone.
Oh man, that's a good measurement of time.
Isn't it? I got there on a new moon and left after a full moon.
Okay, so you think you're ready to do better or worse at trivia? after
Well,
all that time
I
away?
would do good, but here's the problem. Here's why I might not. Me and Randall been in here 8 hours a day,
Okay.
so like I've kind of used up a lot of the power
I had
in this room.
possibly my two worst performances ever in trivia last week.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't have
Using up so much
I say it's
power.
the power. Yeah. My stores are depleted.
Yeah, I've smoked a lot of my power.
Okay. Or is it that you missed Seth and Steve? That's why you've been doing poorly lately.
Nothing to fight against.
That's probably it.
I did miss you guys.
No dragon to slay.
no, except for Brody.
And Giannis.
He's a formidable dragon. And Giannis.
Yeah,
Giannis.
Giannis
Dude, with
whooped
that
you the one
stupid
day.
haircut.
I know.
He's not going to get anything
Every
right.
time I glance over there, I'm like, I think there's
Like
like
a guy like
an
that.
angry
that guy?
Oh my
Do you have your earbuds in listening to Corn?
You look at a guy like that, you're like, he's dude's not gonna
You're
win.
drawing like devils on your backpack, and peace
Well, I don't know.
sign.
Would Guy Fieri do good? He's kind of got that same
Yeah,
groove.
he would.
going
He's
on.
an outdoorsman.
He
He's
might
a
do
real
good at
outdoorsman.
trivia.
That's right. He'd know the
We
question
should have
about,
a trivia show where
he'd
it's
do well
just
at
dudes that
culinary.
look like Yanni.
Okay.
So it'd be like Yanni, Guy Fieri, old Eminem. I can't think of anybody else.
Yeah, who else?
Probably somebody from like the Red Hot Chili Peppers or Sublime.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Flea.
And,
Yeah, Flea,
Lincoln
Flea.
Park. I think a lot of those guys went through that hair at some point.
Oh, you know what I've been thinking of for you that'd be great for you?
Oh, okay. Love to hear
A thing called, like a bonus thing called Dead or Alive 3-packs.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But it's
been
all
playing.
people with the same name.
Mm,
What do
give
we
me
come
an
up with as an
example.
example? Johnny Cash,
Okay.
Johnny Carson, Johnny Ringo.
All dead, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in the real game, one of them would not be dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that was a trick question then.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a good, like, Dead or Alive 3-pack? And you
good.
have, like, a very limited time to be, like, DAD or whatever.
We just need to have this pop culture spin-off of this show. Then we could do that. Do you have any trivia from Africa that you brought home with you?
Yeah, black mambas are just an impressive snake.
Is that one that they play music to or not? Is that
No, that's
a
Cobra.
we saw one of those, Egyptian cobra.
Snake charmers.
We saw 3 mega deadlies. We saw
Okay.
a puff adder, which you'll live probably.
Never heard of it.
We saw an Egyptian cobra, you'll live. And we saw a black mamba. Me and Dirt were assaulted by a black mamba.
Oh.
That's a little bit of a
Okay.
that's a little bit of a stretcher.
But you don't live with those.
But you just got to find a comfortable tree to lean against because you're dead.
Oh.
There's nothing you can do.
Did they have any firsthand accounts of like knowing folks?
Yeah, a
and-
guy died where we were 2 weeks before we got there.
Whoa.
A guy died where we were 2 years before we got there, and a guy died where we were 2 weeks before we got there.
I've heard it was a game warden or a park ranger who was telling me that most rattlesnake strikes that they encounter are on like
I'm not talking about rattlesnakes.
no, I'm just saying like below someone's elbows because they're messing with the snake. Do you know if that's the case with black
That's why
mambas?
mambas are a bitch. I'll
They'll
tell you a
just
couple
come at
things.
you.
He's like Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
A black mamba can cruise around
Terrifying.
with half of himself up in the air. When that son of a bitch was going through the woods that me and Dirt saw, when that son of a bitch is going through the woods, he's going through the woods with his head at your belt buckle.
Ugh.
He can cruise like that.
Uh-huh.
And they're attack snakes. This snake is going away from us down the road. He sees the truck and son of a bitch. He sees the truck and turns around and comes at the truck.
No way.
Listen, I'm sitting there, Dirt. Okay, we were already laughing about how the only thing Dirt ever spotted was anything directly ahead, and it was a warthog. So all of a sudden, Dirt's like pointing out ahead, and he's Dirt's sitting on the cab of a truck, like on the cab. I'm in the bed of the truck.
As one does.
I'm leaning on the bed of the truck, basically resting my chin on Dirt's knee. Okay. All of a sudden, Dirt's pointing out ahead, and I'm looking for like whatever the hell, some animal way out ahead. And all of a sudden, he's like beating on the cab of the truck like he's not using his words, meaning stop the truck. Then I realize what he's doing is that this black mamba is coming back. It looks like he's going to get on the truck.
What do you think is going through its mind? Like, it's like there's humans there?
He's like, no, he's just like, get out of my area.
Okay.
It's like, you know, it's what the difference between a grizzly bear and a black bear, right? Black bear, he sees trouble, he's going to smoke out. Grizzly bears, like whatever, 5% of the time, they get scared and do you know what I mean?
Hate that.
They chase people through the woods. Like they legit chase people through the woods.
What's their top speed when they're in that attack mode?
No idea.
Can you outrun them?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
You didn't ask that question?
We did, but I can't remember what
You
they
might
said.
be able
Yeah, I don't
to.
remember
The
either.
trouble with them is the sons of bitches are so high up that the trouble with them is when they strike people, they're always in however their mind works. They strike you in the torso. They strike you where you can't tourniquet, generally. So this dude that got killed opened up a beehive. I could talk about this for 10 days. There you don't keep bees. You make beehives out of bark. Like you girdle cut a tree and skin the bark off and make a cylinder and cap the ends, or you just use plank wood and hang it 10, 15, 20 feet in a tree and leave it for a year. Because the wild bees will colonize it. And then you come up there, make a fire, get it all smoky, climb up the tree, lower the hive down, open it up, and harvest the honey. But mambas like to hang out in trees. This dude opens up his hive, flat, right on the neck.
You can't get away from them if they go up trees, too. It says their cruising speed 3 to 5 miles per hour, but they can go 10 miles per hour for short
So
distances.
he'd catch Seth, no problem.
No,
Seth-
I can
Just
outrun that.
cruising, he would catch
So
Seth.
the one that came out the truck, how close did he get to the truck?
To the truck.
He came to the grill.
Oh, yeah, but it was a bluff charge. Then he turned.
Do they call it a bluff charge?
No. I don't know what they call it. Well, I'll tell you, one of the trackers. Here's the thing that's crazy. I'm done talking about after this. Here's the craziest thing. When you get hit, you die. Okay? This tracker jumps out of the truck with a machete. And you think he's going to go kill it with a machete, but it's not what he does. He takes the machete and cuts a whooping stick. Because they have
A short
way. And they're pointing out it's a short whooping stick. And there's some logic I don't understand. When you go to attack a mamba, like the mamba, because his ass is way up in the air, he can't shoot out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like you look at like a puff adder can, right, like a punch. A mamba, his ass is already up in the air, so he's got to cock
He has
back.
to wind up.
And they're trying to explain to me, there's like a lot of shit you get lost in translation. They're explaining to me that somehow, I don't get it. Somehow when he cocks back, that's when you make your move. and you jump in. They were adamant. You jump in with a short stick.
Yeah. They're saying like you got to stay close to them. That way they can't
Yeah,
like
it's like-
strike you because
And you'd think that you would just not engage in this. And so our professional hunter, Morgan, is demanding to the tracker, get back in the truck. And ostensibly, he's like, the tracker, even though they're kind of like, they're not charged, but a lot of stuff is sort of at their discretion a little bit.
There's a lot of negotiating.
There's like, it's between the professional hunter and the tracker, it's not like a report structure. It's like there's like a collaborative quality to it. But in this moment, it was get your ass into the truck.
So did he make a swing at the black mamba?
Oh, he got called off.
Okay.
He got called off.
Mamba went down a hole before he could get
Are
at
we
it.
going to record a MeatEater podcast where we just get to quiz you on Africa?
Dude, I'd love it, man. You don't need to ask me anything.
Google says you'll die in 3 to 16 hours after a strike, and you'll be paralyzed for half of that time.
In Kill Bill, he gets paralyzed,
Oh,
but he gets struck
immediately.
twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seth, was your life changed?
I didn't get any life changing
Okay.
thing.
Did
Did you at least have fun?
I There was
kind of a baby.
There was times it was cool.
You should have brought me.
Listen, you don't know what life was like in the back truck.
Oh, wow.
No, I got an idea. I
Front
sat back
truck
there for a
perspective
minute.
over
It's
here.
just dusty. You can't see shit. All the animals are already scared off.
It was terrible. My Africa experience was wildly different than
People
front
riding in
truck.
the first
They'd be
vehicle.
like, we saw a grasshopper.
Did anyone acknowledge the 4th of July while you were
Yeah, they
yeah.
made us a cake.
They made us a cake.
Oh,
And
a
we
4th of
lit
July cake.
we lit a
That's
fire
cute.
the likes of which has not
For
seen.
what purpose?
Because you burn everything.
Yeah, you just go around all day starting
All you do is
wildland
burn.
fires.
Oh.
Which is
Anytime
so
you
fun.
want, you can sit in the back of the truck, well, off the side, whatever. Anytime you want, you can flick matches. Anytime you want. All we did was flick matches. I'd
Wow.
sometimes flick 3 boxes of matches on a drive.
Just for funsies.
Anytime you want.
I assumed they'd have the opposite perspective over there.
No. They want low intensity grass fires.
Okay.
We were there at the time you burn. You want to burn right, like the wet season ends, the dry season begins, it just starts to dry off, and then you want to burn because you can hop the fire. So I'm kind of joking, but you can mostly like drive over or hop the fire.
And there's multiple times we drove through them.
They just creep along. They don't hurt the trees. And then, I'm not kidding you, there's residual moisture. That's the other thing about doing it now. There's residual moisture in the soil. You do a burn, you come back 4 days later, it looks like a lawn. And let me tell you something, there's some shit there eating that grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about this 4th of July cake. Very interested in that.
I can show you a picture.
Yeah, it said something like, what did it say? Happy America Independence? I can't remember what it said.
More
It
4th of
said,
Julys should have a cake.
Happy 4th of July, U.S. Independence Day.
Wow.
Great cake.
Okay.
Cooked in an oven, which is sheet steel that you pile with charcoal from the fire. You throw a scoop under it, you throw a scoop on it, and baked inside that. Changed my life. If his life wasn't changed, he wasn't paying attention. You changed your life, Seth. Stop lying.
Mildly.
They're
He
missing
went
an
into it
N.
with a bad attitude.
Yeah.
They're missing.
He
an
made a
N
lot of
in
new
Independence.
Oh, did you?
The best, hands
Facebook?
down, the best part of it was the like hanging out with the trackers, and then like going,
Welcome. Good job.
yeah, going to the village and stuff, yeah, and starting fires.
Oh, we started some
Everything
fires.
else was just
Work.
moments in time, you know. Just
Here's the best thing about starting those fires. Let's say you're going along and you light some, you just get some giant rippers going, and all of a sudden you get to where the road's like destroyed, and then you're always like, "Ooh!"
we gotta turn around.
I'd kind of like to
Then
know what
a
it
couple dudes got to jump up and beat back the fires. You got to beat back the fires that are coming while you try to figure the road out.
One time we lit a fire and then immediately got stuck.
Oh,
So there's people beating the fire down, and there's people trying to get unstuck. It was chaos.
I'd kind of like to know the sensation of like flicking a cigarette and watching.
It
the
doesn't
fire
work. It's a
start.
lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah, Morgan Potter has for 10 years been flicking cigarettes, targeted cigarette flipping.
This was a fella in
You
Africa.
cannot get one going. It is an absolute
Really?
lie. It's a lie.
Okay.
This is places where, listen, if you
We should add the caveat. People shouldn't flick cigarettes driving around Forest
let me
Service
tell you
roads.
something.
We should just
Despite-
turn this into a podcast.
We hit some
Cancel
areas.
trivia.
We hit some areas so prime for burning that you'd flick a match out of the truck. You kind of do like, okay, and that son of a bitch, as it would start a fire as it's going through the top grass. It would start a double fire. It would pass. It would like bounce, like pinball.
Okay.
But beep 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 through the grass. Start a fire. Bam! Hit the bottom. Poof, start another fire. You can't do it with a lit match. You can't do it with a cigarette. It's
Maybe
a
they
lie.
have the wrong cigarettes.
It's a
over
lie. That's one of the biggest things I learned while I was there.
there. You don't actually believe that's a lie, right?
Seth?
What about the wind conditions? I imagine wind conditions play a big part of that.
That's a great point.
We're generally light and low wind, but it's a lie. It's fake news. It's from the mainstream legacy elite media.
Smokey the Bear.
I didn't hear this while we were over there. I didn't hear the whole cigarette.
He was,
thing. It was really loud in the back truck.
his plate where he was too dusty to hear.
All right. Happy you boys made it home. All right, no housekeeping today, so we can get to the trivia. The Shelby Index for this episode is a 4, so our winner should get 8 correct answers.
You know I'm
And
2%
with that-
African. Did I ever tell you that?
I think I've heard that, yeah. And I feel like I've also heard your wife say, don't advertise that, Steve. It's not how cool you think it is to be telling folks. All right, the Shelby Index for today is a 4.
Now you're making my wife seem racist. That's not what her point was.
Okay, well, yeah, you go ahead. Expand.
Her point was, she's like, knowing you're going to start leveraging us as giving you some authority to speak on behalf of people of African descent. That's what her point was.
Yeah.
Not like it makes
It's a
you-
good point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah,
Very
good
insightful.
clarification.
She didn't want me to run around being like, as an African.
That's somewhat
Here's
of
my
my
take.
All right, the Shelby Index is a 4, so our winner should get 8 correct answers. And with that, we're on to the game of trivia. Play the drop, Phil.
Look, I need to know what I stand to win.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything.
Game on, suckers!
Question 1, the topic is conservation, and as always, this will be multiple choice. This first great question is via Jeff L. What state is Congaree National Park located in?
Oh, come on. What?
Is it Mississippi, New Mexico, Wisconsin, or South Carolina?
What?
What state is Congaree National Park located in? That's Congaree. Mississippi, New Mexico, Wisconsin, or South Carolina. Randall,
so
very
excited to come down here,
quick
man. Now
to
I want
answer. Even worse, that Randall apparently knew it without choices.
Yeah, that stinks.
What state is Congaree National
I
Park?
glanced at the choices.
Mississippi, New Mexico, Wisconsin, South Carolina. Does anyone besides Randall like their answer?
I'm like 80%.
Pure guess.
I'm not 100%.
Tressa, we are
I've never heard of
waiting
this place, so.
on you. Congaree National Park, Mississippi, New Mexico, Wisconsin, South Carolina.
This makes me want to smack Spencer in the face so hard, dude, to hit me with like just the thing I don't know.
I feel like I've driven by this.
Right off the bat, dude.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis saying South Carolina.
Yes,
Seth
the broom.
and Randall
Whoa.
and Nate and Tressa and Steve saying South Carolina. They got it.
I'm back in the game.
The correct answer is South Carolina. Congaree was designated as a national park in 2003, making it one of the youngest national parks in the country. It preserves the largest tract of old-growth bottomland hardwood forests left in the United States. Some of the park's cypress trees are thought to be over 500 years old.
That's interesting.
Wonder if they let you squirrel hunt.
I think the park is quite limited to walking on a boardwalk. You have to be engaged in walking through knee-deep swamp if you want to see a lot of that park. Question 2, the topic is hunting. What protein is the main component of horns, hooves, and feathers? What protein is the main component of horns, hooves, and feathers? Steve and Randall, quick to answer. Our other 4 players have a blank whiteboard. They're off to a hot start after everybody getting that right on question
Or in the
1.
case of Yanni, a blank white head.
Steve had some advice for Yanni's blonde hair. What did you tell him, Steve?
To cut it off.
Cut it off. He said you can't fish in Alaska with that kind of hair.
It's more of a marlin haircut, I was explaining.
What protein is the main component of horns, hooves, and feathers? Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis saying keratin. Seth says collagen. Randall and Nate say keratin. Tressa, bone marrow.
Bone marrow?
Steve,
I think I meant
keratin.
collagen.
The correct answer is keratin. The room did well. Keratin is the structural material that makes up scales, hair, nails, claws, and more. It also helps support your skin and heal wounds. Some foods that help boost keratin production include eggs, salmon, liver, carrots, and onions. Question 3, the topic is woodsmanship. This next great
Why
question.
salmon but not other fish?
I don't know. The article I found specifically said salmon. The topic is woodsmanship. This next great question is via Addison Moyer. What's the 10-letter name for, quote, a mineral formation that grows upward from the floor of a cave?
Dude.
50% chance.
What's the 10-letter word for a mineral formation that grows upward from the floor of a cave? Randall, do you know this or were you guessing?
I believe I know this.
Okay.
I mean, I think we all know what we're choosing from.
Mm-hmm.
I was just in a cave
Oh, doing what?
looking at ice.
Spelunking.
Yeah.
What's the 10-letter name for a mineral formation that grows upward from the floor of a cave?
There's probably some kind of rhyme or saying.
There's something.
There is like one of them, like King Philip,
I will tell you in the flavor text.
whatever the hell.
A way that you'll never forget
You know what I'm
this.
talking about, Seth? Kingdom Final.
I've heard this, so
Yeah.
I probably will
I
forget
don't
it.
remember that one either, though.
Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis saying stalagmite. Seth says stalactite.
That's close.
Randall, stalagmite. Nate, stalagmite. Tressa, moissanite. Steve, stalagmite. The correct answer is stalagmite. The room did well. I asked a similar question where the answer was stalactite 60 episodes ago, and everyone in the room got it right. The easiest way to recall the difference between a stalactite, is it stalactite, stalactite?
Stalactite.
Well, what I
is what I said.
learned in that episode is that it's a C.
Yes,
Because I spelled it stalactite in that
Oh.
episode, and I was embarrassed.
You remember that a stalactite
spelled it.
is C for ceiling, and stalagmite is G for ground.
You know how
Or
I
they
remember
hold-
it?
It holds tight to the ceiling. That's
or
what I
stands up mightily from the floor.
People say stalactite more. Know
No.
why? Because it's at eye level.
Okay.
You'll never forget that now.
Fresh set of eyes.
Always find stalactite.
Stalagmites.
Question 4, the topic is fishing. Also known as the bonito shark and blue pointer, this is the fastest shark in the world.
Fishing.
Janis is grumbly on question 4, even though he got the first 3 right. Also known as the bonito shark and blue pointer, this is the fastest shark in the world. Randall and Steve, quick to answer. Again, Steve, do you have this right?
Yeah, I might.
Okay.
It's just flashed into mind, and I don't think I'm going to get anywhere by grinding my gears. So
Janis, how do you feel about your answer?
I had the similar experience as Randall just now.
What?
The name of a shark came to mind.
Also known
wrote it down.
as the bonito shark and blue pointer, this is the fastest shark in the world.
Let me tell you a little something. Well, I'll tell you a little something in a minute.
Okay. Seth, Tressa, do you give up?
Yeah.
write down a shark.
Write down a shark,
Write down
kids.
a shark, man. Write down
Oh,
a
wow.
fast-ass shark.
I think they're all fast,
Not
except
a-
the big
Not
one.
as fast as
whale
all
shark.
each other.
Hey, I don't know anything about sharks.
Same.
I'm trying to think of
Seth,
sharks now.
who has been bullied into
What'd you
writing
write?
down an answer.
I'm not going to change my stuff.
I'll wait till Seth's done.
I think this is a shark.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have
Oh.
Janis saying
Oh.
mako. Seth says blacktip. Randall,
I don't think it's
blacktip.
I don't know.
Nate, reef shark. He crossed out blacktip. Tressa, hammerhead. Steve says mako.
And in
Short
parentheses,
fin,
well, that's just because I don't know if I
parentheses.
want that there or not.
The correct answer is the mako shark. Steven Yanni.
Pulls it. I knew I was
Got
going to get it
that
right, but I'm
one
happy
right.
that Randall got it wrong.
Yeah.
The short fin mako shark can swim 45 miles per hour, which is about half the speed of the ocean's fastest animal, the black marlin. The world record short fin mako was caught off the coast of Massachusetts in 2001. It weighed over 1,200 pounds.
You know, in my early magazine writing days, one of my first cover story assignments was a thing about a tournament called Mako Madness.
Do you have any more on that? No. Question 5, the topic is biology. This mosquito-transmitted disease with a colorful name contributed to the 25,000 deaths during construction of the Panama Canal. Nate. Very quick to answer. This mosquito-transmitted disease with a colorful name contributed to the 25,000 deaths during construction of the Panama Canal.
Colorful name.
Colorful name. Randall, do you have this one right?
I think I have a good answer.
How about you, Yanni?
I'm feeling about like Randall again.
Okay, I'm not even going to ask Nate, who had his answer written down before I finish reading the question. This mosquito-transmitted disease with a colorful name contributed to the 25,000 deaths during construction of the Panama Canal.
What do you got that little shitty grin on your face for?
I feel like I've got the color right, but whether or not I have the name of the disease part.
Yeah.
I
got to have the.
Because I feel like I've gotten a shot.
We just had to take a bunch of meds for mosquito transmitted diseases, but that disease wasn't colorful.
Okay.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah.
How many shots did you get?
Not shots.
No shots, just pills.
Got it.
Oh, no kidding. You didn't have to take any shots to go over there.
No.
Did you have to?
There was the health department recommends typhoid. I already had typhoid, but I already had, sorry, not the disease. I had typhoid vaccine, but
Typhoid Stevie.
you didn't need, where we were, you didn't need malaria meds. There wasn't.
Did you have to
wasn't bad
take
mosquitoes.
That's
the
not
pills
true. You did
again,
need malaria.
or
but-
just
You were
took them
seeing
once?
mosquitoes at night.
Yeah, but George got malaria from that camp last year.
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe I got malaria. I quit taking them. I took them when I was in Zanzibar because all you did was get bit by mosquitoes. But then I quit when I got to the desert.
Yeah.
So you had to keep taking them while you were there.
I took them up until like 3 days before we left, and I quit taking them.
Again, we're on question 5. The topic is biology. This mosquito-transmitted disease with a colorful name contributed to the 25,000 deaths during construction of the Panama Canal.
Jeez. I don't have a clue.
Is everybody ready?
I don't know.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis saying yellow fever. Seth, without an answer. Randall says scarlet fever. Nate, yellow fever. Tressa, Lyme's disease. Steve, Blackwater. The correct answer is yellow fever. Nate and Janis.
What's
got
that? What's that
right.
old-timey word for
Black plague?
No, there's an old-timey like something water term for malaria or something. I thought that's what.
Oh yeah, they use it in Old Yeller.
Yeah. It's, what do they call it? Black water.
It's damn it. Yeah, because it's like spreading and like they're talking about it, and then all of a sudden dog gets in.
Blackwater fever is also known as Blackwater illness. It's a rare and severe complication of malaria.
Okay.
We may have to give it to you though, because malaria
you should
killed
give it
as
to
many
me.
people as yellow fever.
All right, sweet.
Blackwater fever is a complication of malaria infection. I think Steve got that one right.
It's colorful.
Oh, hold up.
The top causes
During
of
the construction of the Panama
But
Canal?
yeah, did it contribute to
Let me read you the
25,000
flavor
deaths?
text. The top causes of death during construction of the Panama Canal were malaria, yellow fever, and industrial accidents, followed by typhoid fever, pneumonia, dysentery, sunstroke, tuberculosis, landslides, snake bites, and suicide.
Because that's what they used to call when you died from malaria.
During 1906, it's estimated that 80% of the project workforce was hospitalized at some point for malaria or yellow fever.
Sweet.
We'll give it to Steve, who took a back doorway of getting that one.
I should get it too because we were talking about malaria.
What'd you write?
I didn't write
you
anything
wrote
down because.
But
if it was
right away. Why is my board all like that?
Here's a
don't
fresh
know.
one.
Phil, we're halfway through the
fine.
game of trivia. Give us a scoreboard update.
Golly.
Here we
Giannis
are.
got 5.
At halftime, Seth and Tressa are tied up with 1 point in last place. Coming up next is Randall Williams with 3 points. Nate Mason has 4. Wow. And tied up in first place with perfect games are Steven Rinella and Janis Putelis.
Little asterisk by Steven.
Giannis
No,
with
I don't think so.
the
I
least.
was more right than those guys.
I think malaria killed more people than yellow fever. So Steve got that right with authority. Giannis currently has the least confident perfect game ever going, I think.
Least confident?
I feel
not
like you've
talking.
hated half of
He's
your
just not
answers.
talking about
Oh,
it.
right. No, I'm just, yeah, you're right. It's been, I've had a lot of luck so far.
Question 6. The topic is outdoors. Seth Green stars in this 2004 comedy about a group of friends who canoe a remote river in search of D.B. Cooper's treasure? Randall and Seth know this one. Seth Green stars in this 2004 comedy about a group of friends who canoe a remote river in search of D.B. Cooper's treasure.
No idea.
Steve says he has no idea. Janis, do you have a shot at this one?
Nope.
Okay.
Not my strong.
Randall, do you like
topic.
Seth's answer?
I don't know who the hell
I
Seth
do.
Green is. There was an ichthyologist named Seth Green who was largely responsible for introducing carp into the Great Lakes.
Son
Can I
of a
get
bitch.
Can I get a point for that?
No,
No.
but I
Seth,
like
Seth
that.
Green had his own talk show, right?
The best way,
Is that the
Not
guy?
going to
the
give
best
you
way
any
I
hints.
can describe Seth Green is the son of Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers movies.
Oh, wow. There's quite a hint for you.
Remember that guy?
EP of Robot Chicken.
I feel like Seth Green's not known for many things. So
that's
he's
why I
now
was-
provided.
That's why I had to go all the
few
way back
hefty
to the
hints.
Austin
The voice
Powers
of Chris
franchise.
Griffin in Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Seth Green stars in this 2004 comedy about a group of friends who canoe a remote river in search of D.B. Cooper's treasure.
I got to say, he's a guy that I don't really have any strong opinions on.
Yeah, I feel like he exists exactly in that space.
Yeah, and I don't think of him.
Well, you're talking about a 23-year-old movie from 23 years ago that probably wasn't even that good.
23.
Seth, do you like this movie?
It wasn't that good. No.
Okay, Randall,
21.
do you like this movie?
I don't think I've
21,
seen
whatever
it.
the hell. It's
Oh,
old enough
Phil,
to drink.
Phil, do you like this movie?
No.
I feel like I see it when I scan through streaming services.
If you're gonna do a movie, an old movie that old, it should be a classic or a cult classic.
It made a lot of money. Is everybody ready?
Maybe it's a classic then.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis saying treasure hunt.
Oh.
Seth and Randall say without a paddle.
Oh, I had the other half.
Nate took the other side of that saying. He says up a creek. Tressa says without a paddle. Steve without an answer. The
Oh,
correct
I got
answer.
an answer. Come
Why
on.
couldn't you put it away? The River Wild. The correct answer is without a paddle.
Dude, if there's a half point, that is a half point.
Yeah, but that would be a terrible movie title.
Unlike Steve Rinella, the trio does find D.B.
Oh,
Cooper's
great.
skeleton and suitcase. They determine that Cooper burned his money to stay warm while camped in a mine shaft. The movie has a 15% critic score from Rotten Tomatoes and got a direct-to-DVD sequel in 2009. Despite that, I think it made $60 million
Wow.
for them.
What's the sequel called?
I think it was
Paddle
like
Creek?
Without a Paddle, Nature Calls or something like that. And it had no one from the OG cast.
I would have gone with Without a Paddle again. I don't think people would use that variety of title.
Question 7. The topic is fishing. This is our listener question of the week, which was won by Madison Terlizzi. For sending this great question, Madison is going to get a board game signed by the crew. If you want a chance to win our listener question of the week, then send your question to trivia@themeateater.com. Wader soles made of this material are banned in places such as Maryland, Nebraska, and Yellowstone National Park. Wader soles made of this material are banned in places such as Maryland, Nebraska, and Yellowstone National Park. The room is very confident this may be another 100%er. Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis and Seth and Randall saying felt. Nate says lead.
Falling apart. Falling apart.
Tressa-
My lead sole boots. I envisioned like
That's
weighing
what
you
mobsters
down in
wear.
a creek somehow.
It's like an old-timey diver suit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, dude.
Tressa
From the
and
movie Men of
Steve.
Honor.
One of those belts.
That's
Say
a good
felt.
idea. It just holds you right to the bottom.
Cuba Gooding Judy.
Yeah, you could walk through some heavy turbulence.
I think that's what the mafia puts on you when you go fishing with
Dude,
them.
you never fall.
The correct
I think I
answer
just came up with
is
a business
felt.
idea.
Tressa, do you own any felt soles?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
My Sims ones.
When do you reach for those instead of your regular boots?
Usually when we're on probably like the Upper Madison, like slippery rocks.
I feel like the way things were going for a while, I thought there wouldn't be any felt allowed anywhere.
Other states with felt sole bans include Alaska, Minnesota, Missouri, Rhode Island, and South Dakota. Most of these laws have been created in the last 15 years as a way to combat the spread of invasive species. Biologists say felt soles can harbor whirling disease, rock snot, and zebra mussels. On that note, I think it was actually Vermont who had banned felt and then overturned it a year later. So I also felt like that was heading a direction where there would just be no more felt sold. But it's actually only like 6 states.
Yeah.
He also felt
That is
like-
good.
Question 8, the topic is cooking. These Czech pastries are traditionally filled with sweetened cheese or fruit, but Texans serve a savory version with sausage or ham. And this is question 8. We'll get
I
another
think we made
scoreboard
these
update.
with Jesse, Steve.
Get another scoreboard
Hold
update
on.
from Phil after this. These Czech pastries are traditionally filled with sweetened cheese or fruit, but Texans serve a savory version with sausage or ham.
I don't know how to spell it.
Janis thinks he's made these before.
Well, can't remember the name of it. It's killing me, dude. Yeah, we've eaten them down there.
No one in the room has an answer yet. What do you got, Randall?
I have something I want to write down, but it's not right.
I know a couple Czech pastries that you put that stuff in.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out which one you're thinking of.
And the question is number 8. The topic is cooking. These Czech pastries are traditionally filled with sweetened cheese.
I have like an
or
hour.
fruit.
'Cause if I have an hour, it'll come to me. baby.
Texans serve a savory version with sausage or ham. I could give a hint.
Yes,
Please.
I don't think that's how we play this game.
If everyone's not in agreement, I won't say it.
I would like.
Yeah,
a
I'll
hint.
take a hint.
Vote for a
I
hint.
mean, these guys are saying, "Oh, we know this.
Sure.
We know this."
Randall,
We've
if you don't
eaten
want
them
the hint, I
together.
won't say it because
Vote.
you have an answer.
Let's take a vote. Okay.
What was the vote
But you
for?
don't have to.
Tressa, do you know this?
Don't
I think
upset.
so.
You know it.
Okay, Tressa thinks she
No,
knows
I
it
don't.
too.
What'd you write down?
I don't know
That's
if
it.
it's- I don't know.
That's
if
it.
it's-
But I would have never gotten it, so I can't
Okay.
steal it from you.
Steve
give me like
has seen
30
Tressa's
seconds.
answer, and Steve likes
Don't give
it.
a hint. Don't give a hint. She's got it.
Okay, no,
Yay.
we're not going to give a hint. And
Can I-
I will
can I-
say that Tressa is right. I saw Tressa's answer. She is correct.
They're very good.
So what is Steve writing now?
Oh, just something.
These Czech pastries are traditionally filled with sweetened cheese or fruit, but Texans serve a savory version.
I have like the
Sausage.
sounds right. I think.
Yeah, I got it now.
You looked at the
Steve
board.
has it after seeing the right answer.
I got it. Well, not because of that. I
Oh,
thought
oh,
about it a little bit more, and it occurred.
yeah.
to me.
I can see my friend's mouth saying this word, and I cannot.
I got a hint.
Okay.
I have a huge hint.
Can I give my hint?
Steve has declared no hints. He said give a hint, then he said no hints. Now he wants to give his own hint.
Pinky Tuscadero.
I don't know how that helps him.
I have a big hint.
That one
That
didn't help me.
just made it worse.
Yeah, I'm losing confidence in my answer now that you've said that. Is everybody ready?
No, like 10 seconds.
Okay, Nate, I'll give you 10 seconds. Yanni, do you like your answer?
Pinky Tuscadero.
Okay.
I think it's going to be, how close does the spelling have to be kind of a thing.
Okay.
Do you want me to give my hint?
Oh,
Is everybody ready?
yeah.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis saying
Oh.
Kolaski. Seth, do you have an answer?
No,
Seth
no.
without an answer. Randall says eclair. Nate says jalopy. Tressa says kolache. And Steve, wow, he says kolache.
Dude.
The correct answer is kolache. Now let's look at Yanni's here. It is Keloski.
That's close.
The correct spelling is Kolache.
Dude,
Kolache.
phonetically, I'm like close.
I don't
Like,
think
that
we're
was
going to
what
give
I
it
was
to
trying
you,
to
Janis.
say.
It's
So
close.
it's just me and Tressa got it.
That might be Polish, the Polish
Oh.
version.
My hint was going to be that Texas gas stations often serve these.
That wouldn't have got me anywhere.
Can I explain my hint?
Yeah, go for it.
In Happy Days, Pinky Tuscadero was friends with the Malachi brothers. And we all know the Malachi Crunch.
Okay.
So if
Yeah,
you're thinking
surely.
the Malachi Crunch, what are they crunching on? Kolaches.
Write in if Steve's hint helped you. Trivia at themeateater.com. I'm sure there's like 4 people who got that.
If you
The Malachi Crunch was in, they used to do Smash 'em Up Derby in Happy Days. And the Malachi Crunch was the Malachi brothers would sandwich. I believe they might have sandwiched Pinky Tuscaderos.
Okay, of course. Tressa, what's your hint?
Roly Poly, the coffee shop here, they have kolaches
Oh.
that they make fresh and they change the flavors like every day.
Are they good?
They are very
dig
good.
'em.
You can get the meat ones. You can get matcha. You can
Where
get,
is this coffee shop?
They have 2 locations. One's on Main Street next to 317, and then one's over by like Bridger Brewing.
A classic kolache has a sweet filling such as cream cheese, blueberries, cherries, peaches, and poppy seeds. But the just as popular American versions are savory, using ingredients such as sausage, ham, bacon, brisket, and jalapenos. These are especially popular in the Czech belt of Central Texas, where some folks refer to themselves as Czechsons.
Doesn't Pattery Potts family, doesn't
Pattery Potts.
he and his wife make these?
There's a big Czech
No?
I'm not
community
familiar
in
with them making those. Oh,
there's a big Czech community in Nebraska, which makes sense.
And in South Dakota,
maybe
we
he
have
does
Czech
run around with
days.
a big old Ziploc full of those things now and then.
They make them savory, I think, with like hamburger and onion and stuff.
I was over there for lasagna 2 nights ago. That was pretty good.
All right, Phil, we have 2 questions left. Give us a scoreboard update.
You want to see something ironic? My eraser does this to my board.
Wow. We'll get rid
You
of that
wouldn't expect
whiteboard.
that from an eraser.
You're
Watch.
racing too hard.
Phil, scoreboard update.
After question 8, the only player who has not made enough of a dent in the scoreboard to win is Seth. He has 3 points.
That's great.
And I came in. I came in like a mamba.
Last time I played, I won, though.
There you go.
Yeah, I heard Seth won one.
He did.
Tressa and Nate have 4 points. Dr. Randall has 5 and still tied up in first place with 6 points are Janis and Steve.
Oh, Nate, what's happened here?
Dude, I'm like, yeah, falling apart.
Well, it's, Seth Green's body of work.
That's what threw me off. I've gotten 2 half points.
Someone said talk show. I think you're thinking of Seth Meyers. Was that you, Yanni?
No, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
There was a Tom Green. That's
Tom
who I'm
Green.
thinking
Oh,
of.
yeah.
Question 9, the topic is natural history. And this next great question is via Kenny Frederick. Lewis and Clark traveled in this type of 8-letter boat that was 55 feet long and 8 feet wide. Lewis and Clark traveled in this type of 8-letter boat.
Why are you always telling them how many letters
that
are in
was
stuff?
55 feet long and 8 feet wide. Not always. Twice this game.
She's kind of stupid.
Well, I feel like it would leave some wiggle room. That it's like, well, some people called them this
Oh,
this
I got you.
way.
Yeah, I got you.
There's only
That's
one
smart.
answer.
That's smart.
Lewis and Clark traveled in this type of 8-letter boat that was 55 feet long and 8 feet wide. Randall and Steve like their answers.
Randall, Jimmy, for listeners, I'm talking about my son.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy thinks that our hide hunters, American history, is going to do better than the mountain men. Because he told me, besides us, no one really cares about beavers. So he thinks this is a much better idea.
You boys are holding the studio hostage for the next couple weeks to record those. When will that be out?
Not sure.
October 14th.
Oh, it's got a quick turn.
Yeah, because you don't have to send it off to get printed.
Sure. Lewis and Clark traveled in this type of 8-letter boat that was 55 feet long and 8 feet wide. Steve and Randall, the only confident players right now. This is question 9. Randall could pull up and tie Yanni after this one if Yanni doesn't come up with an answer.
I don't think this is natural history.
No.
I think of anything in the Natural History Museum, and they have a very, very loose definition of what qualifies, and humans are part of natural history. So
I would just call this history. But it's your game.
Lewis and Clark traveled in this type of 8-letter boat that was 55 feet long and 8 feet wide. Yanni, are you going to come up with anything? 8-letter boat. Janis? Not using his words.
Probably not.
I didn't write that.
I mean, come on.
Is
I wrote
everybody
that.
ready? Nate?
Yep.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis without an answer, Seth without an answer. Randall says keelboat. Nate says pole boat. Tressa.
I said pontoon.
Pontoon. And Steve, what does Steve say? Steve, show us your whiteboard.
Oh.
He says keelboat. The correct answer is keelboat.
I thought keel, but I was like, that's 4 letters.
The keelboat
type
was
of boat?
made in
Keel?
Pittsburgh, although Lewis doesn't say the boat
It's
builder's
like, it can't be
name.
that.
Although Lewis doesn't say the boat builder's name, he tells Thomas
TV now,
Jefferson
Seth.
through letters that the man is, quote, constantly either sick or drunk. Lewis also complains that the builder struggled to procure lumber and had a hard time keeping employees. Despite Lewis's skepticism of the project, the keelboat successfully sailed for 2,000 miles. All right, here's a correct answer review so far. 1 was South Carolina. 2, keratin. 3, stalagmite. 4, mako shark. 5,
Short film
yellow
mako.
fever. 6, without a paddle. 7, felt. 8, kolache. 9, keelboat. All right, Phil, let's get one last scoreboard update.
When Nate's really taking it hard.
Dude.
He pulled ahead. With 7 points, Steven Rinella is in the lead. And 1 point behind him are Randall and Janis with 6.
Well, he didn't pull ahead. He maintains his lead.
Well, he pulled
Well,
ahead
he was
of
tied
Janis.
with Yanni.
Oh.
No, that's a good point.
Question 10. The topic is hunting. Wildfowl magazine says this type of goose call, which shares its name with a musical instrument, is, quote, more difficult to learn, but offers a greater sound portfolio. Steve
I have one.
has a blank whiteboard. Wildfowl magazine says this type of goose call, which shares its name with a musical instrument, is more difficult to learn, but offers a greater sound portfolio.
Steve, you have it?
I'm working on her, buddy.
Randall, do you have it?
No, I don't. But I know a few musical instruments. So if Steve was very confident, I'd write down a joke answer to try to
Banjo.
get some semblance of satisfaction out of
Okay.
this.
Goose banjo.
Randall and Yanni trail Steve by 1 point. If they can get this right and Steve gets this wrong, we will go to overtime. Yanni, do you like your answer?
I do.
Okay. Steve even thinks he owns one of these. Wildfowl magazine says this type of goose call, which shares its name with a musical instrument, is, quote, more difficult to learn, but offers a greater sound portfolio. Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Janis saying flute. Seth says short reed. Randall, trumpet. Nate, trumpet. Tressa, harmonica. Steve, flute. The correct answer is flute, making Steve our winner with 8 points. Goose flutes have a long barrel, which is how they got their name. Although they offer dead-on pitch and good volume, they are difficult to control during fast-paced calling. For this reason, they are significantly less popular than short reed calls. Steve, do you in fact own a goose flute?
I do.
How do you sound on it, you think?
You know, I haven't really messed with it that much, but you know, they're like real popular out in Chesapeake Bay and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're like a real sophisticated caller,
But I
you'd
feel like
probably
it's
use
easier to
goose
make a
flute.
basic, like, I feel like it's easier on that to make a basic note than it is on. And then the thing is, out here in the West, like the guys I know that are really good goose callers don't use flutes.
Again, Wildfowl says they give dead-on pitch
You know
and
what
good
I'm saying?
volume, but hard to use during fast-paced calling.
It's also about that long.
They're big.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Steve, what are you going to do with the $500 today?
I'm going to go with, there's a couple things brewing right now. I'm going to go with our own land access initiative.
Okay.
Because we haven't done an auction house of oddities in a long time.
Is there one coming up this year?
Well,
Do you know?
the thing I had for it is gone. My kid lost it.
Well, can you tell us what it was?
It's kind of weird, but it's a water bottle I had for a long time. Lost a long time, spent in multiple continents, filmed many shows with it. My kid lost the son of a bitch.
Is that the blue one with the tape around the
Yes.
bottom?
Which
gone.
kid lost it?
John Hayes' daughter took it on vacation to Europe.
Wow.
I left it in his truck.
Thing
She
needs
took
a
a shine to
passport.
it. She took a shine to it. And then he like brings it back to me, leaves it down at the store. My kid works down there. The manager's store gives it to my kid, says, hey, give this to your dad, never to be seen again.
Okay.
Dude, I am on
multiple times
his
he's
ass about that.
Multiple times he's dropped that out of his backpack, and I
So
picked it
many
up.
times.
Wow.
That's why I like it.
It's
Now
a
it's
good water
gone.
bottle.
Anyways, I'm going to go with our land access initiative. We need to work up a pot of money. And I don't even know, too, that the corner crossing issue might be going to the Supreme Court. They're petitioning, the ranch, Iron Bar Holdings, is petitioning the Supreme Court to take the case. And when that attorney came on the show all those like years ago, 18 months ago, whatever the hell it was, and he's talking about like, I don't know, would it go to the Supreme Court? I was like, come on, the Supreme Court?
You were skeptical.
Well, I just felt like, how does that make it there? But now I see how. It just seemed like, how do you, I don't know, it just seemed like a very...
A lot at stake.
advanced.
A lot
It
at
seemed-
stake. I
it seemed
think
very
that's why.
advanced, All
right.
But
$500.
I mean, I can't believe that he's spending money on this because he hasn't gotten an even sort of favorable response from any court. And these aren't softy courts. These aren't like lefty courts.
Sure. $500 via Steve and MeatEater going to the MeatEater Land Access Initiative. Welcome back, Seth. Welcome back, Steve. Join us next week for more MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins.
Thanks, Spencer.
Thanks, Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer from South Dakota, he's the host. Using those smooth, mellow tones, he lays them questions down. And he likes taking those 2- and 3-year-old bucks. And he's an avid amateur rock hound.